Hey everybody, it's Maria. Welcome back to my channel. Hope everybody's doing well and enjoying the beautiful weather. I have another unboxing, and this time it is a lyre harp. I know some aficionados say it's not a harp, it's a lyre. You know, sometimes they're known as lyre harps, at least on YouTube. So I'm not going to get too picky. So I'll call it a lyre harp. This came from a company that sent me this purple tongue drum, which is really pretty. And I did an unboxing for that not too long ago. The company is called YWJJM, and you can find them on Amazon. So I have the Amazon advertisement pulled up. And they call it purple, which I thought they have a couple of different colors. They call this one purple, but it's solid mahogany. And what I really like about it is that it has 24 strings. So the more strings, that's the more notes that you can play with different octaves, because the lyres that I have, they usually are diatonic, which means that they belong to the notes of a certain scale. And most of them are tuned right off the bat with no sharps or flats. So that's considered the key of C major. So you could play a lot of songs. Technically, if the lyre starts on a different note other than C, but still has no sharps and flats, that's considered a mode. But you don't have to worry about it because it all sounds beautiful, because you don't have to worry about those sharps or flats maybe being out of place. You can tune it to a different key. Like, for example, if you wanted to tune it to D major, you would only have to sharp the C's and the F's across the board. On all the C strings and all the F strings, you would have to turn up a half a step to make it sharp, and then you could play in that key. And I just did a video where I was playing a different type of harp called a reverie harp, which I tuned to D major so that I can play a D major tongue drum made by Hluru, which is what this drum is. And it's really cool. So you can do things like that, and that's called Keeping You in the Light if you want to see it, in honor of a really beautiful person who passed away after a very long struggle with brain cancer. So this is, you know, go if you can watch Keeping You in the Light for Jan Schultz, that would mean a lot. She was a lovely woman. Okay, so back to this. They packed it really well. It's double packed, so I'll probably shut the video or speed it up. Wasn't too bad, actually. All right, so let's see what we have. Foil on it to protect it. Ooh, I like that it comes with a case, because these are the type of instruments that you can take to people's houses when you want to give them some peace and comfort, depending on the situation. You know, you can take it to hospitals, nursing homes, or just in the park and let everybody enjoy the sweet sound of these lyres. So I like that there's a case. A shoulder strap would have been perfect. You know, I'm big on like being able to carry things with me on my back. So maybe backpack straps next time, or a shoulder strap would be really cool. But I'm happy that it was sent to me, so I'm not going to complain. Just suggestions, which is why they do this too. The companies do want to hear suggestions. So there's a zipper. That's great, because I've definitely popped strings either when I first get an instrument or in playing or tuning. Okay, so this is an extra set, 24 strings. So that's excellent, because that could be pricey if you have to buy them. You can buy individual strings. I've noticed they tend to hold up pretty well, especially the thicker strings, which are wound. It's the ones that are unwound which could be a problem. Okay, so they give you some picks. They give you some stickers, and this is cute because it reminds me of the tongue drum, which has sticker notes, but the notes don't represent the letters, they show numbers, because you can play by number in a way. So C would be number 1, D would be number 2, and so forth. And this shows you the lower tones are they have two dots on top. Then the next section, the next octave up, has 1 dot, then no dots, and then, oh, maybe that's the higher ones, 4 through 2. Or these, I'm not really sure which is the higher. I would think these are the higher ones. I think it would go from low to high, but you'd have to obviously play it on here and see. And then, so this way it can kind of represent which of the notes you actually have to hit. If you play music that's specifically written out in numbers, you would know, oh, okay, this is the low one. Let's be honest, you probably would know anyway just by your ear. So if you wanted to play a simple tune, say they had the song Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. If you know that by ear, you know, twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder where you are. You would know as the notes are going higher or going lower. And you would find the one, if you hit the wrong 6, for example, or whatever, you go, oh, that doesn't sound right. And you would just try the right 6. Any other 6 would be that note. So 6 in the key of C, C, D, E, F, G, A. It would be the A string. C, D, E, F, G, A. Thank God for fingers. All right? So that's what you would use that for. This is a little polishing cloth. I like the pink. That's very nice. A book. This is the other color coordination that you can get. That's pretty. It's got a little, like a picture. I didn't see. Oh, and they give you the music, so there you go. So exactly what I was saying. You would need to, oh, Canon. I bet you that's the song, you know, from that they play. Who wrote that song? Puck Bell. So there's some popular songs. Castle in the Sky. I think that's from, I don't know if it's from Avatar or one of those shows, animated shows. Little Stars. I bet you that's Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. And so, like I said, you can go through this, and if it's a tune that you know, some of them are not tunes that I know, but I like the title of this, Listen to Mom. But you know, music is universal, and as I was mentioning when I got the book for this tongue drum, I'm actually really enjoying learning how to play these songs that I have no idea what they mean, what the titles are. Although I found out you could do a Google Translate, and there's some kind of app where you can actually put it on the music, and it's giving me some of the words. So that's kind of cool. Maybe I'll do a video about that sometime. So that's that pick. Ah, this is what I was looking for. A few more picks, not that. This, you need this. This is like gold. If you lose it, you can replace it, but you'd have to know the correct size. And I have several different of these lyres, and a lot of them do not use, it's not a universal size, I don't think. I know my regular harp, it's different. I have a cantilla, which is different. So maybe some of these type would be similar. I'm not really sure, but try to hang on to this. Okay, and that's it for that. And now, what we've all been waiting for. I'm excited. I love, if you want to check out my other lyre harp videos or my harp videos, they're in a playlist, probably under unboxing. I think I should start another playlist for lyre harps. Maybe I'll do that. All right, let's look at this. Oh, wow. The back is so pretty. Look at that. That's a beautiful mahogany. I have cabinets that are like this, and I love mahogany. Wow. I'm going to show you the back up close, and then we'll unveil the front. Wow. It's not really shiny, more of, I think you would call this a satin finish, but it's really lovely. Wow, that looks so well made. All right, are we ready? Dun, dun, dun. Look at that. Oh, that's beautiful. It says Molin, so I guess that maybe that's the manufacturer, or it means something. It's a little wooden medallion, you see, with some flowers. And that is cut in the medallion. It's not like painted on. So that's a cut, which means like engraved, I guess you could say. And okay, so this is cool. They give you, wish you could see it with the light here. I thought I had good light. Here, you can see it like that. They do have the letter names with the number. That's excellent. So you'll know when you're tuning it. So the first one says F6. So you know what I'm thinking? The music on this harp goes opposite of the way I would normally play music. It goes from high to low. It's really interesting. So probably it's the opposite of what I said before with those dots for the stickers. So you might want to stick them on so you know which notes to hit if you're not going to use your ears. Okay, so let me sit back down. Obviously, if you've watched any of my videos, you know that I always tell you it's important that the stringed instruments come out of tune. You want them to be out of tune because that means the tension's not so hard on them during shipping, because these are wood, and wood expands and contracts due to the weather, due to the environment. So since these are coming a long distance, possibly to your home, as it did to mine, I think it was from China to California to New York, that's a lot of time zones, and that's a lot of weather changes. So right now it's smooth as can be. It doesn't feel like it's starving for any kind of humidity, but even something like this, you probably could humidify. They sell the different humidipacks that you could put in the case if you have a very dry environment. Now, I'm just going to strum it. It's going to be out of tune, and that's okay. I will show you how to tune it, but I will probably stop the video because that's 24 strings, and it's very time consuming for the beginning. It'll be time consuming for a good couple of possibly weeks, depending on how often you play it and how often you tune them back up to pitch, because these strings take a while to settle in and to stretch. Once they're stretched, they mostly will stay in tune with themselves, which means they may all be a little sharp or a little flat, but you'll be able to play a tune. If you were just playing by yourself, it probably wouldn't bother you. If you wanted to play with a tongue drum and it was perfectly in pitch, then it might be slightly off and you can tweak it. But once it's in tune and it's stretched, you really only need to just turn it a dash. Literally what my mother would call a smidge, God rest her soul. A tiny bit, tiniest increment. Because a little twist goes a long way. That should be the motto for Lyre harps. A little twist goes a long way, okay? So let's just strum it just so you can hear. You can play fingers or the pick. Ooh. See? Perfect. That's what you want. Okay, so I will just show you. I can't use my phone because I'm recording with it, but I'll use a clip-on tuner, and those work all right, but the problem is sometimes they pop off. But I will run over, get a clip-on tuner, and then I'll share with you how you tune these lyres. Okay, so if you want, you can tune this instrument with your phone. It could be Android, it could be iOS, as long as you can download a tuner app. And what you want is a chromatic tuner. And why I say that, if you get a tuner that's either on guitar, bass, or ukulele, it's not going to listen for the other notes, which you have here. And you won't be able to tune it, and you might break the string because you're not understanding why it's not getting into the pitch. So be careful. That's a big word of advice, because I've made that mistake countless times, because these little ones can do a lot. They say this one is on chromatic now, so I'm not going to change it. But if you keep pressing wherever it is that you press the mode, it'll go from, it could go to bass, it can go to ukulele, it can go to so many different things, guitar. So you want to make sure it's on chromatic, okay? And that's the same for the app on your phone or your iPad or your iPod. So what you would do is, I would start with the lowest string, because I'm so afraid of popping them. I don't know if there is a hard and fast rule of which string you should start with, but even with the guitar, I just tend to, or ukulele, I tend to start with the thickest string, because I feel like there's less chance that I'm going to pop it, and I hate popping strings. Okay, so what you would do is, you need to use each peg, so you're going to have to put this on a different peg, okay, like close to it. And this is why I say sometimes if you get, see, you have to make sure you clip it. It's very difficult. Hold on, I'll get it. Okay, so you see how it's literally just clipped on one of the pegs close to where you're going to tune. And you want to give yourself at least 4 or 5 strings that you can tune without having to move it again. So, I don't know if you could see that. I'll get up close. Okay. You see that? Okay, so now if I go like this, see how it went to B? A little sharp, right? Now, the note that I'm hitting is supposed to be D. So one thing I want to tell you, the ones that are on the phone will actually say the number next to it, which is the octave. So this, you see it says D3. I don't know if you could see it. Okay, there you can see it. Okay, so you see where it says D3? That's indicative of where it is in the scale. So when you hit this on a phone, it would say B3. But it's not because I don't have a phone app. I am using the phone to record. So just know that that's B3. So I have to go up B, C, C sharp, and then D. And so I'm going to take the little instrument they give me, the tuning tool, okay? And it's much easier when you're doing this on a flat surface, but I just want to show you up close. You literally place it in here. It's like an Allen wrench kind of thing, okay? And it can only go one way, and you literally go very, very, even though this one is out of tune more than it will be, it's still, see, look at that. That was one smidge, and I'm already past what I need. So I was told by Pete Diego, who makes beautiful auto harps, which are similar in a way, in the way they're strung, not the way that they're corded, because there's buttons with auto harps, but that you can press down the strings on these, because they're like almost, well, especially the auto harps, they're almost like piano strings. They're very thick. So now it lowered it again just by pressing it down. And that's another way you could stretch the string. So you go again. I did a little turn. And now it's, look at that, it's in tune. Now don't get too excited because it's going to go out of tune really quickly. As soon as I start pressing down on it like this or playing it, look at that, it went really out of tune again. So back again. Okay, so there you go. That was pretty good. So what you're going to do is you're going to tune all of them to get to where it's close to being in tune. I'm telling you right now, by the time I get to this last one here, which is F6, F6, see? By the time I get there, I'm going to try to get it in the camera. Oh, this is so hard. Okay, start that again. All right, by the time I get to F6 here, it's going to be, these are going to be out of tune. And that's a little bit of the frustration. That's just the beginning time that you have this instrument. Like I said, once you have it a while, a month or two, if you're playing it all the time, it should, you know, stay relatively in tune and may just need a little tweaking each time you play. But then you'll be able to enjoy it. So the beginning is daunting. I'm going to tell you that. But you have to just bite the bullet and just try to do it. Maybe if you're watching a ball game on TV, I love the New York Mets. And of course this drives my husband crazy when in the background you hear bong, bong. But this way at least the time goes. So maybe you'll find it therapeutic. I'm not really sure. But I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to shut the video because no sense in wasting your time watching me tune. Maybe I'll just tune one more. I'll show you how I would, you know, keep it on my lap and I have it towards me. Okay, now I'm going to the next one, which is E3. And the way I'm tuning it is going from low to high is the way I think musically. Okay, so now that one's pretty tuned. So D, E, D, D sharp. That one's sharp. So now I'm going to press it a little bit. And then way low. Again a little bit. Now, a little sharp or a little flat within reason, you might not even be able to tell the difference. Okay, that's in pitch. D, and I go back here. Now you can start to hear it. E, and that stayed in pitch. Now we'll go to the next one, F. And we're up to E. Here we go. F. F is flat again. Okay. Oh, another thing. When you're tuning, make sure all the other strings aren't ringing, because you'll get sympathetic vibrations and it won't be accurate. So you would want just one string to like if I'm doing the third one in, make sure you don't press the other ones. So now you could just hear that F is slightly out of tune again, and you could stop it by putting your hand down. Perfect. Now again, I'll go back to D. I'm sure it's out of tune already. Yep, flat again. So it has almost a somber sound because it's a little flat. So I'm going to stop talking now. I'm going to tune this up, and I will come back and give it a little whirl. So, hey everybody. While I was tuning this several times, I think I tuned it 4 times, and by the time I got to the highest string, the D was flat again. So that is very, very normal. But I want to give you some tips. The first is that when you tune these, as you get to the higher ones, be even extra careful about how you tighten it, because these are the ones that are going to pop if they're going to pop, usually. I mean, there's been exceptions, but usually it's the unwound strings. So let me tell you which are the unwound strings. The unwound strings start with the first B, it's the B4, because there's a B3, which is wound, but the B4 is unwound. So B4 all the ways to the F6, those are unwound strings. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 unwound strings. So be super, super careful with those. But here's the good part. The unwound strings stay in tune the most. So if you're finding that you're tuning, these go really flat, and you have to give it a little more of a turn, don't do the same when you get to the upper ones. Always check it first. You know, ping it, and I'm ready. See, the D is out. But you play it first, and then just go by little increments. So that's the first little tip, is just know your unwound strings. They will tune up more quickly and stay in tune more easily, but you have to be more gentle with them, more careful in how hard you tune them and press them when you're stretching them. You know, sometimes I press down a little, but if you press down too hard, you're going to pop them when they're new. The second thing I wanted to tell you is when you start to get it into tune, where this one is now going a little flat, but you could still tell the note that it's supposed to be, or maybe it goes below it, you'll start to feel, even before you check it, how much you have to turn. And it's really probably good ear training, and you just start to feel it, and then you'll know, okay, let me check it, and it's sometimes it's in tune. So that's just a little tip. Just go, start to listen and to feel how much you have to turn it, and you'll just, I don't know why, but you'll just start to feel how much each string needs to get back into tune. Okay, so I know this is out of tune again, but I want you to hear it. So rather than keep talking and keep tuning it and not ever getting it in tune for this quick unboxing video, I'm going to just show you what I have, and hopefully in the future I can tune it and have it stay in tune. It's going to take a while, and then maybe play a song on it, and that's the beauty of it. That's what you want. So you have to kind of, you got to do some of the muscle work first, and the work that takes a little patience. But believe me, you will be so happy when you get it in tune and you get to start playing it. I also wanted to share with you how you change the strings, just in case you do pop one. So before I even strum it, I'm going to show you there are holes back here, and that makes it really easy. It's through the body strings. So what you're going to do is you're going to take the string, and there's a knob at one end, and that's where the string is wound, and that's going to hook to here. It's going to hold it. So what you do is you take the part that's doesn't have anything on it. It's the thin part, like you're threading a needle, and you're literally going to thread it through here, have it come out this side, and you're going to pull it to here, and it's going to give you more string than you need, and you're going to wrap it around and use this thing again to tighten it. So it's almost like you're tuning it in a big way, and that's how you change the strings. You see, so you put it through the body here, okay, and you could see them in there, and then it comes out this here, right here, and it goes all the way up to the top, and you change it like a guitar string, except you're using this to turn it instead of a, peg or whatever on a guitar or ukulele. Okay, so again, this is a very beautiful instrument. I can see how well made it is. I didn't love the smell. I love the smell of woods. I don't know if it's the finishes or what, but I know some woods have just a distinct fragrance. So I like that it has this, like, almost feels like a handle, and it also has this bowl for the resonance. I kind of like that better than a bridge. Just my personal opinion on the sound of it. It just sounds more mellow, less bright. So from my experience and some of the harps, lyres that I've played. So here we go. This is how you can strum it. You can hold it any way you like, and you can strum from low to high. So even out of tune, you could hear how pretty it sounds. Or you can go from high to low. And by the way, what you use, whether you use your fingers or the pick, will change the sound. So listen to how different it sounds, a little sharper, a little, not sharper, a little stronger, okay, with the pick. These are the ones that are still out of tune. As I said, these will stay in tune a little more quickly. But if you just want to play it and get the beauty of the sound of this and the vibrations, you don't need to know any music. And it sounds really nice and it feels really nice. You could feel the vibration against you, okay? Also, where you pluck it or where you strum it on here will affect the sound as well. If you play it closer towards the bottom, it's more trebly, where the strings meet the body. And that's the case even on a guitar or ukulele. The higher you go, it's going to sound more trebly. And that's the nature of treble. Then there's mid-range in the middle, and then there's the bass. So you can just think of it that way, and depending on what sound you're going for is where you might want to pluck it or strum it or pick it on this lyre. So you can use this in a lot of different ways. You can hold it a lot of different ways. You can hold it flat on a table. You might get a vibration though, so I don't recommend a table. Maybe a cushion. You would put a cushion down first or on your lap. I like it kind of like this way or like this way, okay? When you hold it this way, it's opposite of a guitar though. Guitars go from low to high. So I'm a guitar player first or a ukulele player. And so my brain kind of has trouble wrapping it that it's upside down. So these are the high notes up here, which kind of, I guess, makes sense when you think of high to low, right? So I guess the guitar and the ukulele are backwards, but that's how I learned, so. Yep, these would need to be tuned again. So again, this is more just to give you an idea of what this instrument is, the different songs you can play. You can, once you have it in tune, I'm not going to attempt it because it will not sound good because it's not staying in tune yet, but you can play songs from here just like you play them on a tongue drum. And you probably could even play the tongue drum songs maybe with some of this music, because music is music. So as long as you find the notes and if they correspond to the numbers, obviously on a tongue drum like this one has maybe 15 notes, this has 24, so you might run out of notes here, but you might be able to play you will be able to play certain songs on the tongue drum from this book as well. So music is music is music. So thank you so much for tuning in, and I appreciate this company sending me this lovely instrument. I know I'm going to make some videos with this in the future. It may take me a little time because I have a little surprise. I have a new little love in my life, and her name is Gracie. And my dog Bailey actually passed away 3 months ago today. I believe today is the 5th of June. I mean, it's like having a newborn. I got Gracie a week ago, and she is the little love. Bailey was a poodle, a purebred poodle, but Gracie is a Bichon poodle mix. I'm gonna go see if she's awake. If she's not awake, I won't bring her over because she needs to sleep a little, because when she's awake, wow, she tires me out and she is all over the place. I actually had to put a playpen in my living room, I'll show you, because I can't let her go yet, because first day we got her home, she went behind the TV unit, behind behind this couch where there's all these wires and stuff, behind my toilet. I mean, she's so tiny. She was 3 pounds when I got her. Isn't that crazy? and she's almost 4 pounds. She's 4 pounds now, so she's eating very well here. And I've been taking her to the vet, so we're all good. And again, thank you. Please, I'd love for you to subscribe to my channel. I play lots of different instruments and love to make music and to share it with all of you. So I look forward to making a lyre harp or a lyre video with this beautiful lyre. 24 notes. That's awesome. Take care, everybody. See if Gracie's awake. Yes, she's awake. All right, Gracie, you want to see everybody? Is this your debut? Is this your debut? Is this your debut, buddy girl? Is this your debut? Hey, everybody. This is Gracie. You see her? I don't know if you can see her. Let's see if Gracie's going to like the music. You like the music, Gracie? You feel the music? All right. So this is my little love. And I know Bailey would approve. We got her on what would have been Bailey's 19th birthday on May 28th. So she's a very special little puppy to me. And as soon as I got her, I started singing Amazing Grace. And I knew her name was Gracie. Yeah. Oh, oh she's such love. Oh, I love this little girl. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now am found, was blind, but now I see. Little Gracie, are you hungry? Oh, she was just sleeping and she let me do this whole video. I think she's still a little tired. All right, everybody, thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking with me to the end so you got to meet Gracie.